Good day, all stock market traders and investors. This is Total Investor. On this YouTube investment channel, what we normally do is that we find stock market, commodity, and crypto opportunities using technical analysis. So we go looking for profitable chart patterns to either buy or sell, maybe go short, and review them here. So this is basically an educational channel. Please do not take anything that I say as financial advice. And I do know that I've been avoiding all those crypto traders out there. So today it looks like we're going to be talking a little bit about crypto. Okay. Please keep in mind that in order for you to receive by YouTube any new video that I post, you need to subscribe. So please subscribe to this channel. Click on the subscribe button and watch this video all the way through. That way you get to see all the chart patterns. Okay. The first one that I'm going to talk about is, of course, BTC, Bitcoin, always in US dollars, by the way. And this is a 6-month chart. Okay. What we have here is a double bottom forming. The first, the initial bottom was back in mid-June. The second one back in mid-September. And we've got it bounced, hit an intermediate term high of 31. Well, let's call it 31.5. Okay, so now after it makes this kind of a double bottom, what is next? Well, it does go higher. We've got a price target. How do you determine a price target on a double bottom? Well, what you do is you take this the low points, in this case about 25,000, and the approximate midpoint, let's call it 31,500, just to make it easy. The difference there is $6,500. You add $6,500 to here and you get $38,000. Okay, so that is our price target. Again, that's all it is. It does not mean that it is guaranteed to go there. It is just a price target. You still have to use money management. Okay, you need your stop. You need to look at in case the technicals change, and yes, they can change at any time. But as it stands, this chart is looking very, very constructive, and it does look like a new bullish move is forming intermediate term wise, not just short term. Okay, if we look here, it bounced off of the upward trend line, and then it started taking off once it broke the $30,000 level. Okay, it is above the both moving averages, the 10 and the 50. They're both moving upwards, above the trend line, breaking through the old highs. And we are getting closer and closer to 38. Now, the only thing that I have against this is, look at the RSI. We're at 81 here. That's, overbought, short term. It doesn't mean that it can't get there in the next couple of days. It can, but keep in mind, look at the last few trading days, okay? Notice the magnitude of those moves getting bigger, 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 okay? This kind of a parabolic move, it doesn't last forever time-wise. You get big jumps in terms of price, but they don't last forever. So a move could be coming, and it could be violent for a pullback. If we do get a nice pullback, it should be used as a buying opportunity. Okay, so bullish on Bitcoin, however, overbought in the very short term. Okay, so please expect volatility. Okay, now for those who do not want to trade Bitcoin, they're not into crypto, they just want to trade in stocks, okay, we've got an opportunity for you. MicroStrategy, MSTR, okay, this follows the price of Bitcoin. Okay, and this is a 6-month chart, made a high back in mid-July at around 475, give or take. And it's been following this downtrend line all the way down for a couple of months, and we see that it finally broke. Now, how do we know that this was about to end? Well, look here. We've got one low here, makes another low, and so lower lows in the stock, but the RSI, after it made its low, the other two lows were actually higher. So higher lows on the RSI, lower lows in the stock. That's a bullish divergence. So that means that there's a good indication that the current trend would end. Okay, doesn't mean that it's going to go immediately higher, but it does mean that the bear, which it was moving downward, downtrend, was going to end. It did do exactly that, and it moved sideways temporarily for a week or two, and then moved higher. Okay, so it broke the downtrend line, then it crossed above both moving averages. So we're now in a bull. The RSI broke its downtrend line, crossed above 50, and we're now at 72. So this is looking good, especially today's performance, which is like really nice big green candle day. Now, for those who do not like buying a $400 stock, not a problem. I've got one more for you. Marathon Digital Holdings, MARA. Okay, now this one is a minor, so you do get a little bit more kick, if you want to call it that. There is more volatility, but more upside as well, if you are correct in your position. Okay, somewhat of a similar pattern as MicroStrategy. It made its high way back in mid-July at just under $20. It too has been holding this downtrend line all the way since, well, it looks like it broke it today on the close. Okay, nice big green candle. So it's above the moving average. Broke the downtrend line, just touching the 50-day moving average. Up here, we broke the RSI a couple of weeks ago, and it broke above the 50 today. So this is looking very, very bullish. Again, the underlying, in this case, Bitcoin, has to cooperate. If we get a pullback, you're going to get a pullback in MARA as well. Okay? Please keep in mind, a lot of volatility out there, and that will continue. So that's it for MARA. Next, for those who don't want to be involved in any kind of crypto, okay, here's an ETF, the Greece ETF, GREK, trades off of what's going on in Greece, their stock market. Pay attention to the $30 level. It is went from resistance to support, resistance all the way across. Finally, it breaks through, pulls back, becomes support this time. It did trade a little bit below. That's okay. It does that sometimes. Goes all the way up. And what does it do? It pulls back right back to what level? $30. Okay. Now, what happens here? Well, it's already assured us that it's bouncing off of that $30. That's always a good sign. It is in a bull move because the 50-day moving average is sloping upwards and it's above that. And the RSI is just a hair, below the 50 level there. That's okay. Where does it go from here? Well, what you can do for a target is from here, it was about $29 to here, 40. That's $11. $11 plus its bottom here. Let's call it 31. 31 plus 11 is $42. So from where it is right now, $33.78 to $42. That is a nice short-term target. Potential gain. Okay, again, it's not etched in stone. It's not guaranteed. It is a price target, but if it gets there, it will be a nice, capital gain for a short-term trade. Okay. So this looks good as is, GREK. And finally, Las Vegas Sands, LVS. This has a downtrend as indicated by the downtrend line here. Touched it a couple times. We have not broken as of yet. We also have a gap that it needs to fill just below the 48 level. And we've got a down trending 50-day moving average. Okay, so there still needs a lot of work that needs to be done, but we are showing signs of a rounded bottom. The stock is above a 10-day moving average, so we've got at least a good chance that it does want to go higher, break this 48 level, hopefully breaking the 50-day moving average as well, and by then we should have the RSI comfortably above 50. So not as of yet, but we're inching closer to the buy signal on Las Vegas Sands. So this is on your watch list. Could be a couple of days, maybe a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. Just wait for it to tell you. Okay, that's what we do here. We let the market tell us what to do, and we use, we have the charts to help us. We don't decide what the markets do, they tell us. Okay, so we don't do anything until they tell us. That should be it. Yes, okay, so short day simply because, or very few charts to choose from, simply because of the market as a whole. I did mention on the last video that it really depended on what the market was going to do today. I was hoping that the market would bottom early in the morning and then bounce all the way up. It did do exactly that. So that is good short-term wise. I want to see some follow through tomorrow and the day after. So this is going to be like a 1 day at a time. That's just the way the market is working right now. But at least we got some good news at today. It didn't close as well as I wanted to. Okay, so that's why I want to see some follow through on the upside tomorrow and the day after, and then we'll just take it 1 day at a time. So again, please subscribe to this channel. You will be notified by YouTube when a new video is posted. A big thumbs up and a comment if you have something to say, and hopefully by tomorrow I'll have my voice back. And until then, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.